I've made like close to 3K now, but the total like revenue is 10K. You can literally change your life in 1 week. Like literally, you're just like one client away from replying you. And also, this is like a no-brainer deal. I literally like absorbed all your content and just took action.
All right, we are back with another student success story. Now, I actually get a lot of these via email and text. I just don't record them. But today, you are in for a treat because today we're speaking with Abdulaziz, who's already signed 4 clients and made $3,000 in profit as a new shadow operator. Now, his journey and transformation is insane because in the past, he was a video editor. He was extremely underpaid and saw others like myself succeeding with the same skill sets, marketing, content, editing, sales, funnels. And he figured, hey, I want to increase my income too. But enough of me yapping, right? Let's hear from Abdulaziz himself. Like, what was the rev share and like what was the, I guess, for like your first sale that you got?
Yeah, so the rev share was 30%. As I
Yeah.
told you in the email, I could have like pushed for 40 because she
Wait, it's a
wasn't really like
10%?
too much on the rev share. No, 30%,
Oh,
30%.
30. Yeah.
Yeah, 30%. So as I said in the email, I should have pushed for 40, but I was a bit nervous because that's my first sales call. So uh the first sale we got was for like 3K.
Yeah.
3K. We got then we got a 1.5, like that was a custom package. Then
Hmm.
we got 4K. Then we got 2.4, then 2.4 again. Well, obviously 2.5, but because of the charges and everything, so it's 2.4.
And what's the total
24%.
sales amount and like what's your like so far like what's your current I guess rev share that you've made?
So since it's 30%, obviously, we're not up to like 10K. If it was 10K, it's going to be like 3K. But obviously, the charges from Warp and the rest touches the. But when I saw a video, it said we should charge like post fee. It was post fee, right? For the revenue
Yep.
split on Warp, it was post fee. So
Yeah.
when you're getting from post fee, obviously, it's not going to be like the same from the. You shouldn't calculate if it was supposed to be revenue but profit. So it's shy of 3K.
There you go. Again, you met her on Instagram, right?
Yeah, I met her on Instagram. But I stalked her on LinkedIn. So what we did was like what we my strategy was like mainly because with each niche you
Yeah.
just find where they are most. So for career coaches, most of them are LinkedIn because obviously career jobs. So which platform is best for jobs and careers? LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So I go to their LinkedIn, like, search in the LinkedIn, and I
Mhm.
get their emails. So I send them an email and still send them like I just like omnipresence channel marketing. I send them a message on Instagram, send them an email, send them a LinkedIn. So whichever channel they first reply me to, we just roll on with it. So I literally send them emails, LinkedIn's, and Instagram. So she just replied me on Instagram first, so we just like close on Instagram. That's why I'm attributing the close to Instagram. But it was just like I just like contacted her everywhere. And the best thing is there isn't any objections because on the call they don't really have any specific objections. They just like ask, okay, how does this work? How long does it take? They're just like they just mainly want to know the time frame and like how much money that they can make. So it's mainly all about them on the sales calls. And also she referred us another client. When you get your first result with a client, you
Yeah.
could literally like that's like an infinite client. You could literally like spam that result and close like literally anybody and everybody. Like
Hmm.
getting the first client, I won't say is the difficulty isn't like that much hard. Yes, you'd have to like put a couple weeks because the truth is I spent just 1 week doing outreach. And after
Yeah.
that 1 week that I like did like intense outreach, I haven't like sent an outreach message up till today. So it was just the people in the pipeline that I already sent the previous outreach that I was just like resending them follow-ups, nurturing them, sending them value upfront. So you
Hmm.
don't really need to contact people.
Hmm.
When you like figure out your ICP, figure out their pain problems, figure out like what they want to achieve, like things becomes more easier. Because right now, the person I'm working with, the first client I got,
Yeah.
she's not that much of an industry leader in her niche, but she's someone at least. So that's how she got the referral. That's how she got me the second referral. She just immediately went into her network. Like someone asked, who made this VSL page for you? And she was like, I'm working with Abdulaziz. And the person immediately said, I want to work with him as well. The guy sent me an IG message. He was just like, hey, I saw what you did for name.
Yeah.
I want to work with you. We immediately just jumped on a call and I closed it. Like within 30 minutes, it's literally like you just need one person. So if you knew how many emails you sent to close one person,
Hmm.
would you like? would you do it or would you not? Because right now, what the viewers are suffering from is like the unknown. They don't know how many emails they need to send. They don't know like the limits, but that's where like the winners, like obviously, like that's the difference between the winners and the people that take action and people that don't take action. So you like need to believe in yourself. And if you don't do this, then what are you going to do? Like literally just ask yourself, if I don't put in the effort now, like what am I going to do? Am I going to do drop shipping?
Drop shipping, affiliate marketing, get a job. Like, yeah, what do you do?
Yeah, so since you're not good because you're watching because any person watching this video right now is watching this video for a reason because they want
Yeah.
to like do it. So I don't do it. I'm going to stick with this thing for 3 months, ride or die. This has to work. And the funny thing is, it didn't even take me like 1 month. It didn't take me 2 weeks. It took me 1 week. Or like I got to do this for 3 months, and it just literally started working within the first week. So I started sending out messages, pitching the Loom video. I'll be like, okay, hey, Dash, I'll help you do this because I like kind of like ripped off your the email you usually send the video that you made and you showed the email like template that you send. Like I kind of
Yeah.
like ripped it off and like made couple changes. Then I was like dangling the carrot method. Yeah. But the thing is, I didn't even like create the Loom. So they'd have to reply first. Yeah, sure, send over the Loom. I'd send over the Loom. They'll watch the Loom. But the thing is, at that point, I now hit a roadblock. People would watch the Loom, but they won't like commit. They won't reply to me. They'll just watch the Loom. I'd follow up, but they won't reply to me. So I
Mhm.
now like improved the Loom. Where was the drop rate? Like what was the average viewer duration? So you kind of like because in one of your videos you are mentioned that you loved data. So like
Yes.
I now understand why you mentioned that. So I was kind of like, okay, let's keep emotions aside. Let's keep emotions aside. Let's get into like facts and data. What's really like happening? So like after making a few changes, when I went back to outreach, and the changes was I didn't take 2 weeks to make the changes because it was just like speed. So I just look at the data, 24 hours, made the changes, get back onto sending the email. So within that first week, got my reply, got my booked call,
Mhm.
got my first close. 1 week later, got a referral, got another booked close. Yeah. So now as well, I have someone that after this call, I'm going to like film the whole like Loom video and send it over to them and see how things goes from there. So if I close this guy, then officially I'll now be working with like 4 people.
4.
So yeah.
Damn. So going from what? So wait. So what was the time frame from like the first client to the fourth client? Is it like a month?
No, 2 weeks.
Wait, so 4 clients in 2 weeks? Is you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very unmarketable claim. I cannot claim that for other people, but right, congrats, great for you.
Uh, but you know what, Kim? I think it's possible because it depends on the mentality you go into the business with.
Mhm,
If you like have an abundant mentality, you
mhm,
shouldn't be emotionally invested in every like email you sent or every client that you sent emails to. I've
mhm.
sent like what, like 500 emails.
In 2 weeks,
Yes, I could say this is so easy.
I would say not easy, but simple. Yes, that's what I would say.
Oh, okay, simple. I say it's easy
Yeah.
because I've tried asking people to pay me before. If you've never asked anyone to pay for, you might think it's hard, but
Mhm,
obviously you've never done something hard before.
mhm.
If you've like looked someone in the eye on a sales call, and you know like the investment for this YouTube automation so is 5K. That's a whole new world there.
It is.
So to me, this process is like simple, straightforward, and well, easy.
And this client, you said for her, you built a webinar, right? Not a VSL, like a call funnel, right?
Yes, it was like a VSL call funnel.
Okay.
But before then we like we like did a mini webinar. We did a mini webinar which booked like 4 calls from the webinar alone. So
Mhm.
it was like a type of webinar, it was just like something small because she
Yeah.
mentioned she like already had like a couple people in her DM. So I was just like, okay, let's scratch the YouTube for now. Let's we're going to post YouTube, but to like milk these, to like convert these existing people and DM, let's just run like a quick webinar. Let's just quick webinar to get them on, push them, give them that final push
Mhm.
on LinkedIn. So she had like, and getting followers on LinkedIn is a bit hard. So not like Instagram. So if someone has like tens of thousands of followers on LinkedIn, obviously they're doing something like good, and at least they've done good for themselves. So we just have to go there, polish up a few things, and yeah, yeah.
So for those who don't know like what a webinar funnel is, like how would you explain like what you did, I guess, for the client to them?
The difference between a VSL funnel is that you create a video, they watch the video, make a call, and you sell them. But for a webinar funnel, like it's mainly for scarcity. You sell them on the webinar, and you educate them on the webinar, and you sell them exact spots. You sell them there. So it's mainly for like scarcity, and if you want to make a lot of money upfront. So for VSLs, it's just there, it's automated. Someone can just watch your YouTube video, go on the VSL, watch the
Mhm.
VSL, book a call. Your sales call is going to like close them. So it's like a whole long process. But when you have like a ton of hungry people, like you have like a ton of like audience that is willing to buy from you, or you haven't sold them anything for a long period of time,
Mhm.
or they're kind of like doubting you, or in that like middle ground, just launch a webinar funnel, get them on the webinar, put some scarcity spin on it, get them to give you money upfront then and there, because
Mhm.
that webinar is the sales funnel, is the sales, it's like everything. You're literally doing everything on that like 1 hour to 2 hour call with them.
So they paid on the webinar, right? Not on a call afterwards.
Yeah, some of them paid on the webinar, then some of them like went to like just booked a call, because the timer like kind of ended. She didn't like complete the webinar.
Yeah.
So some paid, some just like okay, then she just like sent them. She went to their DMs and just sent them the link to book the call. So it was like a huge type of webinar thing. It was just like, okay, I know we can make money with this, even if it's not a lot of money,
Yeah.
but let's just make money regardless. Because I was just uh eager to just like prove my worth. Because we have to like put the videos, script the VSLs. Like
Mhm.
there was like a long process before like I could show her like this is going to work. But
Mhm.
after we did that webinar, like the trust in me what just went like this. Yes, it was mainly Zoom. So it was mainly like a Zoom call. They want a lot of people. It was just like 20 people or so on the webinar.
Yeah.
They won't be like a lot of people. Yeah. Because it was just mainly the people in our DMs that were just like warm. So she made a certain post.
Yeah.
We wrote a post. She made the post. Then she just put like a 24-hour like sign up. It was just something like hasty and something fast. It wasn't like it didn't like meticulously plan. So, but the next time we're going to do a webinar, I'm going to make sure like we do it well.
Yeah.
We spend like a couple like days, weeks, like pitching and pitching and pitching and pitching through the emails, through the YouTube videos, through the LinkedIn. We're going to like pitch it and make it like a big, like grand finale type of thing. That if you don't join the webinar, you're missing out like on a whole
Mhm.
lot of things. So yeah.
What AI did you like use for, I guess, for outreach or getting them results for the webinar?
Yeah, so mainly I was using Claude. Like Claude is like the main brain. Claude is like next level. ChatGPT is shit. Like
Yes.
don't use ChatGPT anymore. ChatGPT is shit. So Claude is like the best. So when you create a project, like I literally just like when I watched your video, there was a video you
Mhm.
made like your third most recent like video where
Yeah.
you like showed the backend how you create the thumbnails, and I watched that video like 5 times. Like I watched each detail. I went over each detail. Like, okay, this is what I do. 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 So I
Mhm.
literally just, okay, client, give me all your social media platforms. Give me access to your community. Give me access to literally everything. I turn those all into like transcripts and whatever
Mhm.
images, transcripts, MP3, voiceovers, whatever. Just fed Claude.
Yeah.
So Claude was giving like the best response ever. I was like literally like AI has advanced so much that it outcompetes a human being when you give it enough information. Yeah, then the rest of tools, Warp also. We chatted back and forth for Warp, so but now I'm like confident with them. Like the support team was like amazing. So ups to Warp.
There you go. So, Abdulaziz, like, if a beginner again is like watching against like your success, right, your story and your journey, um, what would you say to them as a beginner as advice to like help them get results like you fast or faster like you?
Okay, the advice I'd give any beginner is that they should like get out of their heads. Because as much as people don't want to like watch the mentality module on each course they buy, there's a mentality module for a reason, and that's just the
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
Because you create a thought in your head of the possible outcomes that could happen without even you putting the actions. Because you need to start before all what you think might happen is going to happen. And I just have a mentality of we'll cross the bridge when the time comes. Like, let's just go. When shit happens, we'll find a way to overcome it. So don't sit on your ass. It's just like watch Kim's content, like meticulously watch it. Because each of your videos, I've literally watched it at least 10 times. Like seriously, at least 10 times.
Okay.
I watch it on 2x, I watch it on 1x, I even like downloaded it and like watch it on like I just absorb information, like pick one information source. Don't listen to a bunch of people, just pick one person, just trust what he's doing. So far it got him result, and obviously yours got yours result. And what you're saying makes sense. Just pick one source of information and just run with it. You're thinking, you're just like thinking in your head, okay, maybe I do this, maybe if I do what if the client says this, what if get out of your head, like change your mentality. You can literally like change your life in 1 week, like seriously.
All right, and that was the story of Abdulaziz. Now, if you want similar results and you want my exact roadmap, my templates, my scripts, guides, prompts, and of course my help one-on-one, then be sure to click the links below this video. Now, as always, a toast to your success. So, toast to you. Bam! All right.